So as you know, we have 2 visitor centers, one at Jacuzzi Family Winery, one at the Plaza. People call us, text us, email us, DM us. They info at sonomavalley.com.
Yes.
707-996-1090. They can text us. And this is the segment we call We Get Questions. So good. I'm going to use that. Okay, here we go. First question. Jan got this today.
Oh.
Love Jan. Hey, what kind of tree is that in front of the visitor center?
There are 100 different trees in the Sonoma Plaza planted by the Women's Club. What is this? Oh, you're giving me a map.
What
Is it?
So there's several, and you're right.
Plane trees.
There was a plane trees. What we decided, she was actually pointing at a cedar. So the type of a cedar tree the woman was asking about. She'd never seen one before, I guess.
That's
Type
so
of
cool.
Pine or cedar. So I just gave it to you. That's the tree map, right?
Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm going to take one of these home. My husband wants one. Yeah.
Tell me about the Women's Club again. What's that?
The Sonoma Valley Women's Club was started, I want to say like 1901 or something like that. And they were really, they started to kind of bring some civility into this old, Western town.
Culture.
Yeah. And the plaza at the time, I think, was a cow pasture.
It was mud and horse poop.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so they wanted to bring a little dignity to it. And so they raised money to plant 100 trees.
Yeah.
Madeline Agramonte is our former mayor, is the one to ask a lot of the questions
really?
to, because she's very well versed on the history of the plaza. But that it's a great story, and I think all of those trees still exist.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Huge.
Yeah, they're massive. When you see the old photos, the plaza was, as you mentioned, it was dusty. They were cattle.
Yeah.
And that was its, original idea was when the Spanish and Mexicans settled, that was where the animals would eat. And then it was like, let's make this the center plaza here. And so over time, we've gotten fountains put in and sorts of stuff. But trees from all over the world. And people love to come take the tour. And we do have the self-guided tree tour map that you can get at the visitor center.
Make sure to ask for that.
Good. All right, here's another question we got.
Yes.
What fun and educational activities are there in Sonoma for families and kids?
Oh, I love this question. This is one of my special points of interest. We've got a lot. First of all, fun and educational could be anything that's related to the historical sites around the plaza. So the Mission, the Barracks, the Vallejo Home, Toscana Hotel.
Right.
Those are all great places to bring kids. In fact, local kids go for school field trips because it's got great history. Also, I really love, they have activities at Sonoma Community Center and Art Escape, if your kids are creative. And also, it's a little bit outside the valley, but a worthwhile visit is the Schultz.
The Schultz Museum.
Schultz Museum and Research Center. They've got a lot of great activities, educational stuff for kids.
It's not just about Peanuts and Snoopy, because some kids might not know about that, but it's about the art of the comics.
Yes.
So if your kid is into manga, anime, comic books,
any illustration,
they have different people there all the time. They have guest artists, and it is worth a drive.
Yeah.
We act like it's so far away. It's like at least 35 minutes away.
Yeah. But no, it's a great visit, especially in the winter too, because they also have. Is the ice rink nearby?
Yeah, it's right there.
It's right there. Yeah, they've got the Snoopy ice rink.
Well, hold on. What if it's really hot? Ice rink is also open. Nice place to cool off.
Exactly.
And if you're visiting from like you are from the great up north, and you have skills on ice skates, you can make fun of we Californians
all year long
as we fall down and you do triple sow cows and stuff. Or whatever. Did you play hockey as a kid?
No, I loved watching it though.
Really?
Yeah.
Where my wife grew up, which is like in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Did I say that out loud? I did.
It's still on.
So they had ice hockey in the playground.
Oh, cool.
So they would kind of flood the playground, and the kids would go play out in the winter. So
and break their knees without helmets. Back in the day.
Good times. And we all survived except the ones that didn't. So give me some lead in my gasoline. Okay, here we go. What are a couple of fun wine tasting festivals you recommend?
Oh, well, there's the Valley of the Moon Vintage Festival, which is the number one. It's the number one harvest festival in the fall. Normally takes place September for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. It's
a long weekend, but there's a lot of harvest activities before and after. Yeah. Let's see, other wine festivals. Well, a lot of them are also music festivals too.
Yes, good call. So if it comes back, there was the Huaychica Festival. Gunlock Bunchu has music and they have wine tasting there. It's funny to see wine tasting festivals. Every day is a wine tasting festival in Sonoma.
It really is. I mean, you can't even go to a Chamber of Commerce event without it being a wine.
Yeah, isn't that kind of funny?
festival.
I bet
It's
you that's a
great.
little different than if you're in another
In
place.
Cincinnati,
In
right.
Cincinnati,
Exactly.
where they have chili tasting or whatever. they
Right,
do
which
there.
is
yeah.
equally fabulous. But just
You were so nice. We've already established earlier that Cincinnati chili is terrible because they have spaghetti underneath it. Did you know that?
and it's cinnamon, right? Isn't it?
And chocolate. I mean, it's actually kind of good.
It does sound delicious. It does sound delicious.
You have to be in a non-wellness state of mind at 1 o'clock in the morning for it to be delicious. I had it stone cold sober, and I'm like, "What is going on?" And someone said, "Oh, that's not how you do it." But yeah,
So let me just think of other. And BR Cone has. They didn't have it last year either. Maybe they'll have it
Sonoma
again
Harvest
this year.
Music Festival.
Yeah, which is great too because then you can buy all sorts.
well,
of
as I say, also like even places like the Botanical Garden has their acoustic music, and they have wine pouring there. Sugarloaf has stuff. Hood Mountain has stuff.
There is pretty much no place you can go that doesn't serve wine except maybe a kindergarten in Sonoma Valley.
But they're learning how to operate, machinery to work in the vines.
So
'cause
that
got
they can do
small
it one day.
hands. Terrible. No, it's good. So there's a couple there. Also, you can even go, if you do dare go beyond Sonoma Valley, like Wine Road, which is like Healdsburg area, and they have a couple different wine festivals up there.
Oh, yeah.
Like Winter Along the Wine Road and barrel tasting. But we always have stuff here at Sonoma Valley as well.
totally.
That's going on. Here's one. Hey, I just started a BlueSky account. Can I find Sonoma Valley on there?
I understand you can.
You can. Yes, that's
Tell me
right,
more,
Lori.
Tim. I
Well,
don't have a BlueSky account.
yet. Yeah, BlueSky is the hottest new social media thing you got to manage. So it's sort of the answer to Twitter, the old Twitter, which has sort of kind of become at times full of a lot of stuff people don't always want.
Yes.
So BlueSky is a new, fresh place to go find information.
Fact checking.
I don't know about that, but I do know that you can curate your feed a lot better than
You know how I love a good curation.
The old curation, artisanally selected,
Bespoke messaging.
short messages. So yeah, we are there, Sonoma Valley on BlueSky. We're also on TikTok for however long TikTok exists. I know there's some
Yes,
legislation
that's
now
right.
that might get rid of it, so then I don't know how to dance anymore if TikTok's gone.
But most importantly,
Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram.
Instagram's still around.
Yeah.
If you're of a certain age, like we are.
We are.
And then YouTube, which these videos are on too. We're on
and YouTube, of course.
And then SonomaValley.com. So
May we?
may we? Final question: were any movies made in or around Sonoma Valley?
Oh my God. Well, I remember there was a, what was the name of the, it was a short, no, it wasn't a series, it was a TV show.
Oh.
There was about wine country. It was like a dynasty meets wine country.
Oh, the one in Spanish?
No,
There's one, Vino el Amor. Oh, no.
there was one,
Yes.
it didn't last long. The pilot kind of
Oh,
was shot
yeah.
here, and I don't know what happened to it.
What was the name of that one? We were so excited for
We
a
were
second.
so excited for a second. And I think it was not a great show. But I don't know.
No, you're right. And there was like a family feuding over it. And there was that one person in it. And, oh, crap. You're right. You're right.
But that's not a movie. And I don't know what movies.
I know for one. So Scream is the big one.
Scream was filmed here?
At Sonoma Community Center. That was the high school.
You're kidding.
Westboro High School. Yes. Yeah. Scream.
Wow.
Cujo.
Wow.
Which has
At
always
least
been
it's not in my backyard.
Always been a great ad for the Humane Society. Yeah, Cujo was filmed here.
Wow.
Or nearby. Cheaper by the Dozen, which is a Steve Martin movie, was filmed around here, I think. In Glen Ellen, there were some. What else was filmed up there?
What's the one in Petaluma, the George Lucas film?
Several. Peggy Sue Got Married, Howard the Duck, American Graffiti.
Diner?
Maybe.
I remember American Graffiti. Well, I didn't know Peggy Sue Got Married. That's cool.
I think that was partly filmed,
cool.
in Petaluma. Petaluma, they film a lot of stuff. Actually, between here and Petaluma and the coast, they film a lot of like car commercials.
Birds.
The Birds, of course, out of Bodega Bay.
Yeah.
Shadow of a Doubt, which is Santa Rosa.
Oh, cool.
And that was around the train station in Santa Rosa, and that's an Alfred Hitchcock So there are quite a few movies that are filmed or have been filmed. Some are set here but aren't always filmed here.
Well, speaking of films, Tim, funny you should mention that.
Yes.
Also part of wellness.
Yeah.
It is. We have the Sonoma International Film Festival, which happens in March.
Yeah.
And is a great celebration of food and wine, but also, they hit on more poignant themes, related to hunger and things like that.
Right,
it's not
right.
just, the elegiac side of
There's
what we do.
There's some things to think about and some things to like chew on, no pun intended.
Yeah.
And they also have like chefs that they pair
Oh, yeah.
with some of the stuff there.
Oh, yeah. Local chefs.
Good way to bring that back, Lori.
And famous celebrities.
Right. To be named later.
To be named.
I don't know who's
I
coming
can't
this year.
remember. I can't remember.
All right, so that's good. There were movies made in Sonoma Valley, and they continue to be made in Sonoma Valley. And we encourage people, if you want to make a movie in Sonoma Valley, and you want to feature maybe a life coach that can help prod you along as like a gritty, francophone, cheese-eating, gluten-free life coach, or a podcaster, we're available to work.
Yeah.
We don't have our SAG cards yet, but we're going to get them. Lori, it's been wonderful having you on the podcast.
Thanks for having me, Tim. This
You
was
bet.
super fun.